You gentlemen will of course be acting upon your oaths today, won't you? Because I hereby accept your oath of office.
Who's in charge here?
The sergeant's just walking down there.
That's the sergeant.
What you guys should be thinking about is one of these days it's going to be coming to you, because they want to lay you lot off. Well, the good ones anyway. They don't mind the bully boy ones.
Right then, you know what's going off. Text chaps, do you want to take my picture now? You've had it often enough. Is Mr K about? And how are you, Mr K? Are we going on any window ledges today? That I have to drag you off again? Right, are you the security? Yes. I take it you read that. No, don't. Because when you've read that, you won't be working as a security man anymore. Yes, because you're criminal act.
The employer has, and you read the notice, please.
Criminal act. You will be committing a criminal act if you obstruct me in the pursuance of... Yes, Mr K.
Can I just put you on note before we go any further?
What's that, Mr K?
Oh, I don't. Criminal act.
That means absolutely nothing to me. It didn't mean nothing to Exeter Road.
It's not a criminal act. It's not a criminal act. It's not a criminal act. It's a civil matter.
This is a civil matter. That's why I'm reading that.
That's why I'm reading that.
Understood. Well, no.
You're not allowed to.
It didn't work at Exeter Road, Mr K. It didn't work at Dale Street.
This is 70 Road. This is not Alberton Street.
Bits of paper don't bother me. I've come to do my... I am not trespassing.
You are trespassing.
Does that mean you don't do his job?
Yeah.
Who's in charge? And who's in charge?
I am.
Who's in charge? Which police officer is in charge?
Sergeant.
Sergeant, could you take a couple of this?
No, you've seen a copy.
Oh, so you're playing that old game, you don't show us the warrant.
I can show you the warrant.
Officer is denying us the paperwork.
There's the warrant. There's the warrant. You don't need to touch
Officer,
it.
you've seen this.
Do you need glasses?
Show us the valid
Glasses so
paperwork.
you can read it. There's the valid paperwork. There's the valid paperwork.
Show us the signature on it,
right,
please.
There's the card court stamp there. Nottingham card court stamp. Don't need a signature from me. We'll have the signature.
And the value being claimed, please.
No, we're not going through.
Please show us the value being claimed. Officer, you've seen him denying us access to the information.
The refuse this paperwork.
We want to see the paperwork.
Security officers.
He's only shown us the front of the paperwork. We want to see the rest of it. You've denied us access to the paperwork. We can't let you in.
You've read this. If anybody obstructs,
you're on notice, David, and the rest of you, that you're not being allowed access here today.
They are guilty of a criminal
Any
offence.
use of violence, and you'll be found guilty of a criminal offence.
Are you refusing me entrance to this premises?
Your entrance has been refused.
Are you refusing an officer of court entrance to these premises?
You personally have been refused. Fisher and Lightwood, but you haven't got any power of arrest.
Oh yes.
Fisher and Lightwood, law of mortgages, taking peaceful possession. If physical possession is to be taken, it must be taken peacefully. If violence is used to secure entry, the mortgagee may be liable to prosecution under the criminal law. Although the mortgagor will not have no civil remedy against the mortgagee, violence need not be against a person, but may also be in the manner of entry, such as breaking open doors of the house.
I know you don't
care about the law. You don't care about
I know you don't care about the law.
I do care about the law.
Consequently, save where the mortgagee consents to the mortgagee taking actual possession, which will be rare. The occasions where a physical taking of possession is possible will be rare. It will generally only be possible if the mortgagor and any tenant of the mortgagor has abandoned the premises.
This is garbage now, is it?
Fishers and Lightwood, law of mortgages, 13th edition, paragraph 588, paragraph 2929. I'm not Mr. Fergus, no.
Well,
paragraph number 29.9.
And
there is an appeal. There's an appeal. There's appeal lodged at the Court of Appeal, of course.
And
that's the route of appeal in London.
Has it been done?
In London.
Has it been
it's
done?
Been filed.
It's
been filed.
Has it been done?
It's being processed.
Has it
That's
been
all
done?
you need to know. It's being processed.
No.
It's being processed.
Excuse me, please.
I'm
breach of the peace. That's breach of the peace.
Don't assault me.
There's breach of the peace.
Please.
Yes.
It's breach of the peace.
You're breaking the law.
That's
You're
breach of the
obstructing
peace.
officer
You're
of the court.
breaching the peace.
You won't be working as a security
You're
officer
breaching the
after today,
peace, and
because
you're
I'll
making
have you
threats.
arrested,
And you're making
and you
threats.
won't work as a security officer again.
You're making threats.
Because your
And you're
license won't be
shaking.
revoked.
You're shaking. Stop shaking on my arm.
Shaking.
Right?
Right?
You're breaking the law.
Are you listening? You won't be
You're
working
breaking
as
the
a
law.
security officer after today. If I have you arrested,
I use that. I use that. I
you
use
will
that.
not be working. Your license
You're
won't
breaking
be
the law.
revoked.
You won't be working next week. You won't be
I've done
working.
3 of
All right,
these,
then you
sunshine, and I'm still
may be
working.
working next week, but you won't be working this time next year. I guarantee
Hey,
that.
next year,
This time next year, you
retired,
won't. Well, that's why you
Yeah,
don't care.
to a
do you?
prison cell where you belong.
That's why you don't care. That's why you don't care about the law.
I do care
You've been
about
breaking the law
I've been doing
for
the law
so
for
long.
20
You're
years.
impervious to it. You
I'm
think
not.
you make the law, don't
Oh,
you?
no, I
You're
just-
not a law abider. You're not a law abider.
I just do
You
the
think
law.
you make the
you're
law,
not the
but
law abider.
Parliament has supremacy of the law in this country,
Rubbish.
not bailiffs.
You have been through the
You're
court process.
not bailiffs. You are a
have been
civil
through
servant.
the legal process.
You're a
and
civil
you
servant.
have been denied.
You're a civil
So,
servant.
in front of a
You're a
judge.
civil servant,
You
right?
want me there?
You're a servant of the people.
You've been to the court.
A
in
single
front
judge.
Of a judge.
The appeal process has not been exhausted.
You haven't made an appeal.
Oh.
You haven't made
I
one.
have
You
made
show
an
me the
appeal.
High Court order that says I shouldn't do this.
It don't have to be an order. It takes time to process. I have appealed.
You haven't appealed it. You've shown me you've appealed it to the High Court, and where the High Court has got the appeal.
This one
You
here.
go and check with them. You go and check with
Oh, I'm
them.
going to shoot down the London.
No, you go on the phone. Get on the phone. Do your job. Do your job and get on the phone.
I spoke to the judge this morning, Judge Ingalls, and he's told me to
The
go
rule of
ahead.
appeal over here is to the high. It's to the court of appeal.
He's told you to go ahead.
Judge Ingalls has told me to go ahead.
Where's your
Get you to
EX96?
go ahead. Nuremberg trials, mate.
Oh dear, dear.
Yeah, oh dear.
Oh,
It's the
dear,
truth.
yeah.
It's law.
Yeah.
I'll do what I'm told.
Yeah, right. So I take it we're not going then? No. Right, what we off? On
There you go.
I've got a warrant to take property. These people are obstructing us of the court in the pursuance of his duty.
Lawfully,
matter what
lawfully,
stick
we're
it on the
offering
door.
lawful
They are
resistance.
not.
Under Section 10 of the Criminal Justice Act
No, you
1970.
can't do that again.
You can't.
Yes, you
I'm
can.
squatting.
You will,
We're not squatting.
not
We're not
squatting.
squatting. We're not squatting.
You can't do that.
people will
Section 10.
get people will be arrested.
We're not
that-
squatting.
that
We're not squatting.
prevent this
You have-
gentleman
We're not
from
squatting.
entering his
Carry out
property.
an
Under what
unlawful
law?
arrest.
Under what
That's
law?
what-
Are we
that's what you got to
squatters?
get
Are we
No,
arrested.
you're not
squatters?
going to arrest
So
us.
start
Are we
with,
squatters?
I'll start with,
Are
start
we
with
squatters?
yourself. You'll
Are
get
we
arrested
squatters?
first.
Are we squatters?
Unlawful arrest,
Right.
Constable.
We're either going to let these people enter. You've had your say.
You can't arrest us on
Or
something which
I'm
is
going to
not
start.
an
I'm going to start with
arrestable
arrested. Everybody here will get arrested.
offence. You can't arrest us for a
And we'll be taking
non-arrestable
out private
At the minute.
prosecutions. We'll be taking out
It
private
seems to me you're aiding and abetting in an unlawful
offence.
act.
A criminal
Section 10
offence.
is not available to you on this particular occasion, sir.
Right, what I'm going to do
You'll be
in the next
trespassing.
Have you
in
read
the next
that?
5
Have you
minutes,
read that?
You'll be
Have
trespassing.
you
we
read
get vans
this?
here and we're going to start
Right,
taking
Fishers
people
and
away one at a
Lightwood,
time.
Fisher
to
and
be processed
Lightwood,
for the criminal
Fisher
offences.
and Lightwood's Law of Mortgages, 13th edition, page 588, paragraph 29.9, right? I'm serving notice to, what's his name, Sergeant?
Harding.
Sergeant Harding. I'm serving notice to Sergeant Harding, but if he uses any force or intervenes in something that is in effect a civil matter, he will be committing a criminal offence, and we will be bringing, if necessary, private prosecutions against him and his chief constable.
Section 10.
And who's this gentleman?
David Caress.
David Caress. Where's your EX96?
Section
Hey?
10.
It's unlawful,
I've got
right?
the warrant,
To use
mate.
where's
I've
the
got
EX96? Can
I've
we
got
see
the
it?
warrant.
Can we see
I've
it?
seen it, Mr.
No,
Casey. And you are?
I'm Joseph Fergus.
No, you just lied to me, said you weren't.
I didn't lie to you. I'm not,
You said, was he Mr.
yeah,
Joseph
that's why you
Fergus?
said if I'm Mr. I'm not a Mr.
All right.
I'm not a Mr.
So you're Mr. Fergus.
No, I just
have
told
no
you I'm not a
right.
Mr. I've just told you. Don't
You
touch
have
me.
no
That's
right.
assault. That's assault.
You have no right.
Don't put your hands on me. Let's see the EX96.
You're a bankrupt.
Let's see the
You're a
EX96.
bankrupt.
Where's my
And you
where's the
shouldn't-
bankruptcy?
and you have no
Where's the
right to this property.
You're
This property
you're
belongs to-
uneducated man, obviously. You're
LPA
uneducated man.
LPA
You're an
receivers.
uneducated
You
man.
are not.
You are uneducated
dear,
man.
I've
And
seen more life than you,
You're
my son.
uneducated man.
Well, how you doing?
What side of life have you seen though? The gutter end, in the gutter end.
Don't get drunk.
right? Taking peaceful possession.
Sorry, Joe.
Fisher and Lightwood.
My supervisor talk to you, please.
Fisher and Lightwood, I'm in the middle of something. Fisher and Lightwood, you can speak to Mike. Fisher and Lightwood, Law on Mortgages, 13th edition, page 588, paragraph 29.9. Taking peaceful possession. If physical possession is to be taken, it must be taken peacefully. If violence is used to secure entry, the mortgagee may be liable to prosecution under the criminal law. Although the mortgager would have no civil remedy against the mortgagee, violence need not only be used against the person, but also in the manner of entry, as by breaking open doors of the house. Consequently, save where the mortgager consents to the mortgagee taking actual possession, which will be rare, the occasions where a physical taking of possession is possible will be rare. It will generally only be possible with the mortgager and any tenants of the mortgager.
And then I screwed you over.
Section 10 doesn't apply for any arrest today. Have you got the Section 10 part? You need to read Section 10 out because it doesn't apply. Section 10 on the back of the wall, Section 10.
Right.
Can I have a quick word with you?
Yeah? Yeah, go.
We are providing this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The force, the use of force under Section 10 of the Criminal Law Act 1997 does not apply because the proprietor or other authorised occupiers or someone is present on the premises where no one is squatting. Section 10 doesn't apply, so it will be an unlawful arrest and you will be acting outside of everyone's office.
I think in the light of that information, you could do with taking advice from someone back.
You need to be going back.
Malcolm Turner for advice, sir.
You need to be going back to Chief Constable Chris Eyre. You need to be going back to Chief Constable Chris Eyre. This notice has been served on Constable Chris Eyre.
Thank you very much.
If any constable lays hands on me, it'll be assault.
And we will follow the assault charges up on all of you.
I'm peacefully here on a friend's property. And Section 10 doesn't apply to me.
Friend's property doesn't. So you
haven't carried out this
LPA
eviction.
receivers' property. So you're a big friend of the LPA receivers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to ring them up.
Yeah, but if you have a look at the LPA receivers' paperwork, it says Mr. Fergus versus Mr. Fergus.
On your side, on the government doesn't it, like,
Sergeant, I think you need to get in touch with the legal department.
He's down there.
He's gone down there. On the phone.
we just dropped it again.
Authorised occupiers or someone is present on the premises where no one is squatting. Nobody's actually causing a breach of the peace here today, except for the bailiff. So Section 10 doesn't apply. Any arrest under Section 10 is a void act, is an unlawful act, which is outside of the constable's office, where you'll all be personally liable.
Personally liable.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Civil matter and the cops are not supposed to be here to be insisting on this today.
Well, as long as they act lawfully, then they'll be acting correctly on YouTube. If they act unlawfully, that's a different matter. And all members of the public will get to see how you all act And hopefully it'll be lawfully.
No man can assume the benefits of the law, right, by refusing to accept the burdens of the law. So it doesn't matter whether you're a judge or whether you're a police officer or whether you're a court bailiff. You're still subject to the law, right? The law still binds you, and nobody can give you immunity from the law.
David Rees. That guy in the day glove jacket, I don't know who he is.
You can get that out of my face.
It's not in your face.
Mark, let's come back onto the property.
He started. David? David? Hi.
Hi.
Can we have your name, please?
Yes, Brian.
Brian what?
B-U-S-B-U-I.
B-U-S-B-U-I, thank you. And who are you representing today, Brian?
Cool.
In what capacity?
Bailiff.
Oh, you are a bailiff then? Right. And do you get this about us objecting to the use of violence to gain entry? You with that, aren't you?
Used any violence
No, the
so
violence,
far.
you know, using the police, for instance, to batter down the door.
Go and talk to your mates.
Well, step away if you don't like it.
How you doing?
Brian, I don't want you to break the law today. David, same with you.
I think the truth hurts.
You both know that we're peaceful guys anyway, that there's not going to be any breach of the peace. In spite of this extreme provocation of the likes of David, in spite of David Caress's attempt to provoke it.
You're going to get on my grave.
These weren't here.
Well, actually, there's something you can use for that. It's called grey ban. You spray it on your hair and just comb it through, and it puts melanin back into your hair and it returns to 90% of its natural colour. Well, I didn't have much, apart from I did have a lot of grey down here, and I used that stuff, and now I've let my hair grow because it's there.
What stuff do you use?
Grey ban. Yeah, it's not a dye or anything. You just it's twice a week. You spray your hair, comb it in. That's it. Job done.
Yes.
I bet you're getting more like this, aren't you?